When I began creating a short video every day for 30 days, I didn't know what kind of journey it would become. I only knew that something in me wanted to show up consistently, not just for you, but for myself. I wanted to test the truth of what I teach about zeroing out, the idea that peace isn't found by controlling life, but by coming back to the quiet center where God, spirit, and the awakened mind already exist. And what surprised me was how quickly the pattern appeared. Every single topic, no matter where it began, fear, stress, breath, old memories, conflict, self doubt, always led back to the same doorway. The mind or the brain cannot heal itself while it's in the state of overwhelm. Overwhelm can kill stillness in the body, in the breath, in the willingness to pause long enough to remember is where you actually are. That's your identity. So I want to invite you into the same journey that it unfolded for me across those 30 days, not as a checklist, not as a technique to master, but as a gentle movement from contraction back into peace. Because what I saw again and again is that the body is usually the first thing to speak. Tight shoulders, shallow breath, a restless night, that sense that the world is slightly too loud today, the hunger in you is too large. Before the brain gives us a single thought, the body whispers, something is off. And most of the time we ignore it. We push through, we override. But the body isn't the enemy, it's the gateway. We stop fighting it and learn to breathe with it. Something subtle begins to soften. If you've been listening to this video and you're really digging it, you're really wanting to hear more, you might consider buying my book called Zeroing Out: The Secret to Peace and Personal Power. I'll put the image in the video. Now, that's one way you can do it. You can either get the book, you can find it on Kindle for just $2.99, less than a mocha latte, probably half the price of a mocha latte. And you can also listen to me talk the book on Audible. All of those you can find on Amazon.com. And also, please, if you like this talk, if you like what you're hearing, if you like the whole premise, like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is the @ symbol zeroing out with Bo, all one word. Have a beautiful day. What became beautifully obvious was this, that the brain isn't trying to hurt you, it's trying to predict your survival. It's using the old data you gave it, the memory, but you're not the old data. That isn't your identity. You are the presence that notices that data, the thought. You are the one who can observe the fear rather than collapse into it. And when you make that shift, even once, the brain begins to follow your lead. This is why the awakened mind sits at the top of the internal hierarchy. It's body, brain, and its memory, then the awakened consciousness above that. Not because it's further away, but because it's the closest to truth, to God. The awakened mind remembers what the body forgets and what the brain confuses. That spirit moves through you, and that peace is not something you chase, it's something you uncover. Every day of that challenge reminded me how essential it is to return to that basic awareness, not occasionally, not only when everything falls apart, but again and again, each morning when you wake up, on your walks, in your work, until it becomes absolutely natural. And that's the home you return to without even thinking. As the 30 days went on, I noticed something extraordinary happening in your comments. People said, I feel calmer. I feel calmer after watching this, or I didn't realize breath can change my whole morning, or I needed this today more than you know. And I realized that a collective shift was forming, not because we were trying harder, but because we were learning to stop trying and let spirit, the higher order, the intelligence within us do the heavy lifting. That's the heart of zeroing out, releasing the mind that thinks it has to fix everything and remembering the deeper mind that's connected, that already knows the way. So if you take anything from this compilation of all 30 days, let it begin with peace. Peace is not the end of the journey. Peace is the path. It begins the moment you breathe, the space in between the breath, the moment you interrupt the ruminating old story, the moment you choose stillness instead of spiraling down in that old thought. Peace is not something you earn by solving all of your problems. Peace is the condition in which the real solutions finally appear. And as I filmed each short over the 30 days, I kept discovering that when I quieted that noise in my own mind, when I let my body settle, let my brain soften its grip, let spirit speak through the silence, I would hear guidance that wasn't available a moment earlier. I had a talk in spirit with God, and I was saying, the spirit was saying that you ask, and then I tell you something, and then you kind of like barge forward and you try to get it done. And think about how Jesus dealt with life. Something happened. They ran out of wine. The owner comes up to Jesus and says, "We're out of the best wine. What could you do?" And he prays. He softens his soul and allows his mind to uncover what spirit wants to work through him. And then he does it. It's not it's not far in the future. It's not something you have to do. It's something you have to open your body to allowing spirit to do through you. It's a softer thought, a new direction, a reminder of who I am in God's eyes, who you are in God's eyes. That's where the real change happens. It's not in the effort, but in the surrender. Not in the willpower, but in the willingness. And here's the beautiful secret. You don't have to wait for a 30-day challenge to reset your life. You can do it today. You can do it in your next breath. You can do it every time you feel yourself spinning, tightening, or slipping into an old identity. You simply pause and return to the center that never left you. That center where peace isn't just possible, it's your natural state. So as we bring all 30 days into this moment, I invite you to let your shoulders drop, let the breath ease, let the mind rest. And remember that peace is in between the breaths. It's when the body stops breathing, the body stops resisting. And in that present moment, you allow yourself to be held by something greater, kinder, wiser, more compassionate. This is the movement from overwhelm to peace. This is the work, and this is the life that becomes possible when you choose it again and again and again. Namaste.